I know that every video that I post this time of year with me on the floor is usually some sort of sign of a mental breakdown. I was just so sad. And I just absolutely lost it. I lost it. I bawled my eyes out. I can assure you I'm only on the floor because my stool is in another room and I just didn't want to bring it in here. I'm not currently having a mental breakdown that I know of. What's up guys, it's V Renee. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Happy final video of 2020. Are you so glad to be getting out of this fucking year? Because I am, even though we all know that it's really not going to make that much of a difference, and the flip into 2021 is just another day. We are allowed to hope naively that it will reset this shit show of a world that we're in right now. Today I want to do something super laid back, something that usually helps keep me accountable, something that I've done I think every single year since I started my channel, and that is I want to talk about my 2021 affirmations slash goals, but I also kind of wanted to do a recap of 2020 and kind of go by the numbers, because I don't know if you guys know, my channel kind of blew up this year. We're gonna get into it. It's been amazing. So I did want to celebrate that and thank you. I wanted to talk about my favorite things of 2020 and tell you what I have in store for the future, both for myself personally, professionally, writing wise, and this channel. So let's jump into 2020 by the numbers. I talk with my hands way too much to be wearing these bracelets. 1 second. Yeah, so let's talk numbers, non-YouTube specific numbers. I was furloughed from my jobs for 5.5 months, from March to August, thanks to the pandemic and working in the theme park industry. I returned to my primary job at Universal in August and was laid off slash fired from Walt Disney World in mid-October. So I did lose 1 out of my 2 jobs. I lost 50% of my income. That sucks. Some people had it worse. I did publish 2 books. My first one is actually my second one. Accidental Evils came out in March of 2020, literally the day before we all went on lockdown and all the theme parks closed. And the re-release of my debut novel, Civil Blood, was in October. And they're both right here, and they're both linked down below if you want to buy them. That would be cool, because I did lose a job. What else did I do? I don't know how many words I wrote. It wasn't very many. I'm working on consolidating all my word counts from all of 2020, and I'm gonna show it on Instagram, like how many words I wrote for the year, because I know it wasn't that many, and I have come to terms with that. I'm at peace with that, because I know a lot of us were beating ourselves up for all this free time we were wasting by not being able to creatively write. We were all going through a collective global trauma of people dying constantly and losing our jobs and not having money and all that good stuff. It's okay. I lost 1 Instagram account in August. My writing Instagram with over 1,100 followers was deleted. I started over. It's in the description if you would like to help me with that. A lot of ups and downs, lots of weird stuff happened to me this year. However, this channel was not one of those weird things. It was definitely an up, a huge up. So for this channel, I ended up reading 18 books over the course of 2020. Most of them terrible, so you're welcome. I started doing the I Read Blanks You Don't Have To series in April because I was bored during quarantine, and I was like, this book, it was After by Anna Todd, sounds awful. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna talk about it on YouTube. And then that just grew my channel so much more than I could have ever expected. I got 83 new subscribers this year and 5,386 new views on my videos. I had one video that blew up, and it was my review of Stephenie Meyer's Midnight Sun. When it was released, it literally exploded. People were finding me on TikTok from that video, and it was really crazy. So I had a really cool year with YouTube, and I'm so excited to continue that growth. I have a lot of things in my 2021 affirmations having to do with the channel, but I just want to say thank you guys so much. I never thought that anybody would even watch this channel. I started it because I really love watching YouTube videos, and I really like sitting here and talking to a camera and having no one interrupt me. But it's been really cool to actually meet you guys and become friends with people who found me through YouTube, and see how you guys feel about these books that I review, and commiserate with you guys on how terrible some of them are. And I just really feel like I found my niche of talking about why books are bad and how they can be better, and in the process kind of helping you guys with your books and your projects. I don't know, I just really enjoy it. Really excited to tell you guys what I have planned for next year. And then really quick, we're gonna run through my 2020 favorites. My favorite book, if you've watched my channel at all in the past month, you know that it's Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. Absolutely spectacular, instant classic. My favorite movies of 2020 were Train to Busan and Knives Out. My favorite TV shows I watched this year were Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and Daria. My favorite music that I discovered this year, I have a three-way tie, and it's they all start with the letter M. It is Mitski, Mother, and Meg the Stallion. Speaking of that, obviously my favorite discovery this year was TikTok. The reason I say obviously is because if you've been on TikTok for more than 5 seconds, you've heard a Meg the Stallion and a Mother song, I promise you, unless you're on like a weird side of TikTok that I've never seen. I'm on TikTok if you'd like to go follow me. I don't really make content that much right now, but I'm working on it. Hopefully, like, it's gonna happen. And finally, my favorite event of 2020, since there were very many events and not very many of them were good, was the outcome of the 2020 election. So what are my affirmations for 2021? I have a few. I stopped calling them goals and started calling them affirmations. I got really into manifesting this year because I had a lot of time on my hands because I was furloughed for almost 6 months. First and foremost thing that I want to get accomplished in 2021 is I want to publish the 3rd book in my young adult trilogy, Something Wicked. I fell behind my anticipated timeline this year. Writing started to become very difficult for me towards the last quarter of the year. And I have been pretty much paralyzed with like imposter syndrome and just an unwillingness to finish the story for a while now, for probably a couple months at this point. And I was supposed to get done at the beginning of December and it didn't happen. And I'm just trying to give myself grace with that and just understand that like things will work out the way they're supposed to. But I still would like to put the book out next year and kind of finish the journey of Thistlewolf and kind of tie up all the loose ends for both my readers and myself. I've been writing this story since I was 13 and I'm going to be 26 next year. And so I think half my life spent with these characters is a good amount of time, and it's time to give them the ending that they deserve and give myself the closure that I deserve and give my readers the closure that they deserve and go ahead and move on to the next project. Because I have tried to work on other books in the meantime and it hasn't gone well. I have so many ideas, and I need to put Thistlewolf to bed before I can really start to work on the other stuff. My second biggest affirmation / goal for this year is to launch Kill Your Darlings author services. If you saw my video last week with my friend Francesca Leon, you know that we are launching our author services, an expansion of her already existing editing services called Kill Your Darlings. The website is in the description. It's killyourdarlings.fun. And we are taking clients beginning January 1st. We're taking clients, as in we're putting clients on the list, because our actual services won't start until spring of 2021. As it gets closer, we'll have an official launch date. That way we can build up the clientele and then make sure we set out specific plans for everyone. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to be a really cool opportunity for the indie author community that we're a part of. It's going to be a really cool opportunity for us to expand our horizons and to grow our portfolios and kind of dip our toes into every little thing and make new connections and things like that. So I'm really stoked about that. It's still so new in terms of like the day I'm filming this. We just launched our website today. Next thing I want to work on that I haven't done too much research into, but it's something I'm really passionate about. I personally am trying to kind of distance myself from Amazon as a company. I don't plan on having like a Prime membership anymore after this year. And I really am trying to like distance myself from that, mostly to help with my own spending issues, but also because it's a terrible company. That being said, I publish through Kindle Direct and I put books out through Amazon. And so to distance myself from a company that I actively make money from and profit from and utilize to make money doesn't seem wise. And so for that reason, I'm going to look into expanding my distribution, not just through Kindle and Amazon, but through other print-on-demand companies. Haven't done too much research into it because I've been working on Kill Your Darlings, but it's something I'm really passionate about doing. And I really want to do my best to make my books more accessible and kind of just distance myself from Amazon. To get more tattoos. I want to stop spending money on dumb shit and I want to start spending money on body ink. I have 4 tattoos, 2 of which I don't really like, and I'd like to just be smothered and covered like some Waffle House hash browns in ink. The COVID vaccine, I'd like to see anybody who wants to get it. I'd like for the country to return to normal. I'd like for the world to return to normal. I'd like to go travel again. And whether that means I need to get the vaccine or what, I will do what I need to do. I'm just glad that there is one. The next affirmation I have on my list is I'd like to work Halloween Horror Nights this year. I was supposed to work Halloween Horror Nights 30 last year, and that was one of my 2020 goals, and then they did not have Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando because of the pandemic. So this year, it's a really, really big like career goal for me within Universal to work Horror Nights. So there you go. And finally, a big one that I'd like to share here because it's gonna affect you guys is I'd like to get enough growth on this channel to be able to monetize my YouTube channel. And that means like getting a certain amount of views, a certain amount of minutes watched, a certain amount of subscribers to where YouTube puts you in their partnership program and where you can start to monetize your videos by putting ads on them. And I have plans to put out the content that you guys want to see. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. I have plans to make that a possibility by putting out content that you guys will be passionate about and that you guys will want to see, and in turn more people like you guys will want to see it. I have plans to let's just talk about it. So as far as what's next for my channel in 2021, I did mention this on Instagram, and if you're not following me on Instagram, you should, because I'm gonna need your input. If you're watching this, you obviously watch my channel. I'm gonna need your input on this because in 2021, I'm going to launch a series called Infamous Authors. And every month I'm gonna pick a different author, and I have like 8 months planned already. That's kind of notoriously bad, problematic, infamous for being cringy, etc., etc., and read some of their books for you. And this is going to kind of change my schedule a little bit because I want to focus on getting these book reviews as thorough, as detailed, as well edited as possible. I'm not going to guarantee a video every single Tuesday. What I am going to guarantee is videos are going to come out on Tuesday. There are going to be at least 2 a month, if not more than that, and they will be long, in-depth book reviews because I've seen you guys and what you watch on my channel, and it's not the 10-minute chit-chat videos. It's the hour-long book reviews where I roast a book for an hour straight. That's what you guys like to watch. I heard you, I understand you, I see you, I love you. I will give you that. I'm not gonna sit here and do filler videos though. I'm just gonna give you what you want. So that's what we're gonna do. January is going to be the month of Sarah J. Maas, part 1, because I'm gonna have to do 2 months on her. I don't think I can do 2 in a row. I think it's gonna have to be 1 in January and 1 later on. But that is going to be the first author I talk about. If you have notorious, infamous authors, especially YA authors, that you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. Go follow me on Instagram and DM them to me. I want your input because I have, like I said, quite a few months already. I need more suggestions. So I want to hear from you guys, directly from my viewers, what you guys want to see, because I want to give you what you want. And as much as I hate reading these awful, awful books, I kind of love shitting on them and being validated by you guys. So, and the other thing I do want to bring up is with Kill Your Darlings launching, I might talk about that on this channel a little bit more. It's not going to be the main focus by any means. As I said, I'm launching an entire series, strictly book reviews, because I know it's what you guys want, but there probably will be Kill Your Darlings news here and there. I might do Kill Your Darlings videos every once in a while. I'm also branching out into doing a little bit more personal content on my Instagram. My Instagram is very author branded right now, and I don't share too much over there, but I think I am going to start kind of opening up a little bit more because I know that's what I like to see from the people that I follow on Instagram. So over there and on TikTok as well, I'm going to be a little bit more open with my personal life and kind of sharing things as they happen and everything, so you guys can get to know me a little better, because I know that I like to see those glimpses into the people that I follow. So here, much more in-depth, long-form content, not necessarily every single week, but at least twice a month, if not more. I know at least most of the months I have at least 3 videos planned. So just not every single week. And then over on my other socials, a little bit more personal content and a little bit more talking about my author services program that I'm launching in the spring. So overall, a lot to be excited about, a lot of work I'm going to be doing for you guys, a lot of big things manifesting and coming into their own, career growth for me in a lot of places, and just a lot of promise after a year of a lot of wasted potential. a lot of wasted time, a lot of all those things that we tell ourselves when in reality we were all going through it, and we don't need to be mean to ourselves about it. In the meantime, I make new videos most Tuesdays, and the next video you guys are gonna see from me, I can't say it's next week, it might be the week after. I'm gonna try to put it up next week, but it is going to be my review of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas that you guys have been asking me to review for a long time, and you are about to receive it. It is, I'm going to give you every thought on this book, and I will do that soon. So I'll see you around. Bye.